Before the sun rose this Sunday morning, over 30 million Nigerian Muslims were in their mosques and some in their homes praying to Allah. Among their many requests and supplications is that Allah should look kindly on Nigeria and give the nation peace and prosperity.
We have all the resources it takes for this country to be great.
Our country, Nigeria, is destined to be great if we work. We cannot just be having insecurities. Apart from all those things, we can be great when we work, when our leaders do what they're supposed to do.
The world is changing globally. Today, the way things were last year is not the same this year. Things are changing. So many things are taking place on air now. People are there looking for things to happen. They are on their comfort zone, looking for everything to happen for them. Leave your comfort zone. You will get whatever you want.
In churches across every hamlet, community, and big city in Nigeria today, over 30 million more Nigerians will lift their voices in prayer for Nigerian leaders, the nation, and its people, beseeching God to intervene in the affairs of the nation, lead its leaders aright, and give it peace and prosperity.
Praying does not solve our problem. Praying for Nigeria to be better does not solve the problem we need to solve. We need to pray, you understand? But pray and go out and do what you're supposed to do. Don't depend on that prayer.
You can be great when you want to be great. You can't be great when you don't want to be great. Okay, look at the kind of leaders we produce. Why?
As the nation and its people pray, there is a need to interrogate and resolve some critical issues. What is the responsibility of individuals, families, and leaders in the building of the kind of society they desire for today and tomorrow?
You make a carpenter engineer, a minister of work, you make a lawyer. How do you know when you make a mistake? You are handling this here, I don't know how to handle it. How can I now pick it and start interviewing people when I don't know how to control it? And so on and so forth. What are you praying for?
Former American President Barack Obama in 2008 used his own experience to set out his expected responsibilities of families and players in any society.
When I was a young man, I thought life was all about me. How do I make it in the world? How do I become successful? How do I get the things I want? But now my life revolves around my two little girls. They're not so little anymore. And what I think about is, what kind of world am I leaving them? Are we leaving them a country where there's a huge gap between a few people who are wealthy and a whole bunch of people who are struggling every day? Am I leaving them a country that's still divided by race? A country where, because they're girls, they don't have as much opportunity as boys do? Am I leaving them a country where we're hated around the world because we don't cooperate with other nations? Or are we leaving them a country that's in grave danger because of what's happening to the planet? And what I've realized is that life doesn't count for much unless you're willing to do your small part to leave our children, all of our children, a better world.
When we do not work and fail to commit ourselves to earnestly improving our nation, what can prayers avail?
There shall be showers of blessing. This is the promise of love. There shall be seasons refreshing, sent from the Savior above. Showers of blessing we need. Mercy drops round us are falling. What for the showers we plead.
Muslims and Christians pray from 1960, when I was not even born. They've been praying till today. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened because we have bad leaders.
Is it not given, therefore, that societies that limit their responsibilities and press God to resolve their foolishness, their sluggard way of life, and their refusal to apply their capacity will fit into Donald Trump, current American president's profiling of African nations, a shithole?